In the Roaring '20s, movies were all the rage, and the Columbia Theatre opened with great ceremony on the evening of November 3rd, 1927. This was the heyday of North American eclectic theaters. These exotic venues were known as atmospheric theaters, using artistic decor to transport visitors to another place and time. The Columbia's exterior featured twisted terracotta Moorish columns from the sidewalk to above the parapet. Inside, murals of Mediterranean scenery and wrought iron trellises created the atmosphere of an exotic walled garden. There are very few photographs of the original theater, but the recently discovered architect's drawings reveal the exquisite details and exceptional heritage value of this unique building in Western Canada's oldest city.
The Columbia Theatre was one of those buildings that vanished under the power of the fire. The new Columbia Theatre opened with a great fanfare in November 3rd in 1927. It's been many moons ago, and if this building could talk, I'm sure we would have time of our lives. Very
Hi.
nice to meet you.
Oh, nice to meet you. Welcome to the Columbia.
Thank you very much. Well, you have lots to tell
take a
me.
view.
Yes, thank you. Thank you so much.
Welcome to our grand room.
How did you know I like red wine?
Oh, because I love red wine. It's
That's
always
really
fabulous
nice.
having a little chat with some red wine.
What a beautiful ambience. I'm sure that you know why I'm here. Question number one. What's happening behind the big door?
The big door, everything you can think of. This is a unique venue which we can hold from big bands to burlesque shows to comedy shows. We've even done circus in here. So it's a little bit of everything you can think of that a Vegas-style dinner theater can do. We can do it.
Yeah. I really like the setup, the kind of chamber atmosphere. You are not here like in the regular theater with rows. I'm sure we can capture everything that this room, which you call the grand room,
Yes, the grand room.
holds. What is your involvement with a theater as in general?
Well, I have Laugh Lines Comedy Club. It's been going for 25 years now. It's actually our anniversary this year. I've owned it since '97. And we'll see a couple of pictures of it later, but behind this wall that you can look up to is the Comedy Club. Well, I'm taking you up to the baby grand room, which is our Laugh Lines Comedy Club.
That's
And we've had a lot of people here, right from Robin Williams have stopped by, Cheech and Chong, so it's quite the place to come. And as you see, we're walking up, but we do have an elevator here and a handicap entranceway for the grand room downstairs too.
That's great, but I really wanted to use these stairs. Like, look at the view. It's just so
fabulous?
beautiful.
Yes.
It's like a palace.
Yes,
Oh
and this is
my
where you're
God,
coming
look
into.
at this. Well, I've never been here before, Barry, upstairs.
Well,
This is
where we actually have Laugh Lines Comedy Club. As you see in the background, the sign there, the stage is up here. It's basically our second floor, which they built in 1975 to twin the theaters. So this is the up part, and all they did, as I said, downstairs, they just built a floor close to the ceiling. And now we call this the baby grand room at Laugh Lines.
So how long this particular room have been open?
They actually twinned this in 1975, and then the Elks were up here. This is where their bar was, and down below there was other performances. They rented it out, but they had this for probably 10 years, and they had their little get-togethers up here. But when I came in, I had to completely soundproof it because the soundproofing in here. They used to drop a pool cue here, and if they had a play downstairs, you'd hear it. Yeah. So we had to do a lot of work up here to get to it. But painting all the gold and the cobalts in the corners you can see, and the soundproofing, it took a while just to build this part of it.
So this is that place you would fill in with corporate events and stuff like that, right?
Smaller corporate events we do in the afternoons or mornings, whatever they need. If it's like 60 or 70, this is a great area. If they want to do like 100 to 200, they can do downstairs. So whatever the needs they need, we have.
So I was just thinking, while you have event downstairs, if somebody would like to come here and fill this space.
Well, that's true, but we can only rent this out during the week, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday.
You said it's soundproof?
Oh, it's soundproof, but Thursday and Friday, Saturday is all laugh lines.
Oh,
We're
yeah,
open 3
okay, the
days a
comedy
week.
club is
Comedy
going on.
club, and it's been
Okay.
around for 25 years, so this place is packed usually. And it holds 200 people up there. This building here was built in 1927, and in 1975, they decided to twin it because they're shrinking down the theaters. This was 900 seats straight up, and it's the time you walked in and walked up to it and overlooked. Never had a balcony. And so in 1975, they just decided to build a wall closer to the ceiling, and they put another theater up there. And then 1980, they closed everything down and sold it to the Elks.
Yeah, because, yes, and you reopened it in 2011?
Yes.
And how long was it closed before?
Well, the city actually had bought it off the Elks, and they had it for about 10 years, but 5 of that was the Raymond Burr Theater, and 5 of it was empty. So the city decided to put it up to sell it off, put the assets back into the city, and they put it up, and I won the bid, basically.
I'm glad you did.
Oh, I'm so glad too.
What is your reason behind the awakening the theater?
Well, I guess I'm kind of an entrepreneur. I like to jump into things. When I see something that I would love and enjoy, like I've enjoyed the comedy, I like entertainment, I love pleasing people, and jumped right into it. Did I didn't know anything about bands? Nothing. I wasn't even good in music. I like listening to it. Mm-hmm. Now I'm enjoying it a lot more, but when you see big bands up there, like we've even had Del Richards in here with his orchestra. When you see that and you see the people coming in here and listening to it and be able to have a drink as like we are, a glass of wine, and listen and have some food, and we do dinners here too. People are going, wow, that's all people say to me. They can't imagine this old place redone. I mean, it took me a year and a half to completely redo this. I mean, ceilings were caved in, wiring was bad. If you're looking in behind us here, we have a 24-foot screen. That wasn't there. The 2 sides you couldn't see. So everything you see has been built right from lights to stage to screen. It had seats in here from the theater, from the Raymond B. Theater. We've taken them all out, but we still have them.
Well, I have to tell you that I had a chance to be part of the audience as much as I was on a stage, if you remember.
Yes.
And we have some memories of it behind us, and it's going on there on purpose because I wanted to ask you, the slideshow is behind us, past or upcoming events and stuff like that, if you can tell us.
Well, yes, as you can see in behind us all, there's a 24-foot screen. You'll see some pictures of, it's actually Rick Valiant, who portrays Frank Sinatra, who's absolutely fabulous, by the way, and he's coming up. He's back here on May 10th, Saturday, May 10th, so check our website out, thecolumbia.ca.
Thecolumbia.ca.
Yeah, and it'll have all the information on. You can buy the tickets right there.
Yeah.
So we're getting modernized, but in an historic venue, which is unique. I think there is nothing like that out here.
In terms of you being involved with this theater, like I watched you many times being sitting here as a part of the audience a few days ago, and even before. You are really a man on the right spot because you are extremely involved. You watch people, being happy on their seat as much be happy as the performers. Whatever is happening on a stage, you watch very closely. You really keep everything flow very, very easily.
Well, that's quite the compliment.
Well, that's the truth.
And I don't know it. I do what I feel.
It's natural too.
Yeah. We had the Revolvers, the Beatles, because it's their 50th anniversary this year. We portrayed this as the Ed Sullivan Show, and they came and played afternoon show and a night show, and it was fabulous. I have no words to say how good it was, but I know that some of my staff caught me at the corner there waiting for them to come off stage dancing, because they'd never seen it. So I'm getting more into it, but I still, as you say, I try to watch what people needs are, basically.
Yeah, exactly. That's what it is. And I know how that event, what you're talking about, went because I was here, thanks to you. who invited us.
You're welcome. I'm glad you guys came down
That
and
was
enjoy yourself
one of
on the other
very good
side.
things. Yeah, that's exactly it is.
Oh.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Hi, I'm Jack McIver. When you go appliance shopping to all the big stores, you'll find big prices and the smallest guarantees. At McIver's, our high-quality washers and dryers are guaranteed for 3 long years. As well, our European stainless dishwashers are covered for 2 full years with smaller prices. McIver sells, services, delivers, installs, customer satisfaction for over 50 years. You can trust us.
So you said that the Columbia.ca would be probably the best place to go to visit if we want to have more information?
Yes, that's the best place. It shows all the upcoming events in the Columbia, and we're putting a new website up, so it should be up and running, and then you can see all what Laugh Lines is doing. We also do weddings here. How would you like to come in a fabulous historic place like this, have your ceremony here,
Wasn't it nice?
and then
Really
go in the back?
original,
Oh, and
right?
it's so original. And you can go in the back and take pictures. And why people are taking pictures of the bride and groom and the rest of the group, people in here can actually watch some of the pictures that they're doing of the made of themselves. And technology nowadays, you can take a picture and it can instantly be up there. So that's quite unique with having the big screen in the back for wedding style too.
But you know, I was looking at your website coming here. You're pretty loaded with all the events coming. So how long people in advance can book?
Well, if you want to book, you try to get in now because we're starting to book up a lot of the
You're
weekends.
getting busier and busier?
Yeah, Thursday, Friday, Saturday nights are getting busy. We're starting to do a lot of corporate stuff because corporate people need a place where they have a screen, which we have. We're all internet access, and we've got plugs everywhere you can plug your computer in. So, and we do breakfasts or lunches or dinner for them. So we're trying to use this as a multi-vehicle place, and that's what the city wanted. That's one of the main reasons why I got it.
Yeah. Is this the main bar?
This is the main bar. It was actually built by the Elks. I mean, we added to it, but as you can see, it's fully functional. We have 200 people out here, and we keep up for everything. So when do you want to start working?
Right now. How fast do you need somebody? Do you know that I have bartending course?
That's what I've heard.
Yeah. And even serving, right? I mean, I understand everything. Just show me where the glasses are, and I'll start to pour.
Perfect.
I have to tell you, I know you don't operate today, but this is the cleanest place I've ever seen. This is, if you have it like this all the time.
Well, this is, I mean, we haven't even cleaned it from the weekend yet. So this is, I don't even consider this clean. Most people, well, everybody thinks it's clean. We're very particular here, from the kitchen to everywhere has to be spotless.
And when you see a place like this, now it's feel comfortable. I really want to have drink from and food coming from this particular place.
Fabulous. Come and join us.
Yes, I definitely will. Well, talking about you have a kitchen, I have to say the food is fabulous here. What I heard about, and what's the reason?
Well, we have our chef is 75. I brought him back out of retirement because he can just. The food is just, it's flavorful. It doesn't have to be, spicy here and spicy. It just has to be flavorful. And this is a German chef, and he's been doing it for a long time. Oh my goodness, he's fabulous. And most of the people here ask to meet the chef because he's so good. So we are quite lucky to have him.
That's great. Well, I hope he's not ready to retire.
No, he likes working for me. He only works for me now. His name is Franz, and he used to do all sorts of stuff. But at 75, I keep him busy enough.
Well, we had a lot of friends to visit us doing that particular event in the middle of January. And they were saying that this kind of setup was so unique to them that please let us know again, because that they were served, they can speak, they can express themselves, they didn't feel limited just by watching the show.
Yeah, most of the performers call this an intimate and elegant venue.
I love the word elegant.
It's elegant, and it's intimate because you can be up close and personal to whoever's on the stage, and people like that. Instead of being in an auditorium where you're so far back you can't see. This, there's not a bad seat in the house. The sound in here is the same as the Orpheum downtown. It's absolutely fabulous.
It is.
Plus because of the architecture of it. But it is so beautiful just to be able to come in and see all that and have the right type of food.
Yes.
We do big buffets here, or we just have little food for appetizers and stuff. So it's unique, and that's what people like.
Well, for people like me who don't like to be limited to one seat and waiting for admission to do whatever I need to do, this is the perfect setup. And I know you did a lot of changes here, and you promise you're going to show us different
things. Yes, I'm going to show you. I'm going to show you the background stuff that not most people see.
Exactly.
The green room, which is we've had Red Robinson here. He's done a bunch of stuff called On the Air, which is coming up in Christmas again.
Okay.
It's but an old time when you used to go and listen to radio live. And they do everything right down to the commercials, like $1.49 day at Woodward's. So we have so much unique stuff, and Red just loves it here. He thinks this is a fabulous place. So everybody's just got to check us out.
Yeah, that would be great. And there is one particular room I'm really waiting for to see. So stay with us.
Hi, I'm Jack McIver. When you go appliance shopping to all the big stores, you'll find big prices and the smallest guarantees. At McIver's, our high-quality washers and dryers are guaranteed for 3 long years. As well, our European stainless dishwashers are covered for 2 full years with smaller prices. McIver sells, services, delivers, installs, customer satisfaction for over 50 years. You can trust us.
And as you see, we're coming into the back side of the theater here, which a lot of people don't get to see. But we have a VIP room back here, especially for the entertainers.
Okay, so Barry, this is, they call it green room or VIP room. Is this how it was?
Well, no, it's funny because as the door we came through and over in here, we had to cut to get in here. The only way you could get into this spot was through the attic, which was that door there from below. When we got in here and opened her up, we touched the walls, they all fell down because it was so old.
Backstage room?
No, that goes to the attic.
Oh, attic.
So that's how you got into here. From below there, you climbed up and into here. But I thought, why not use this room? So we rebuilt it and put a nice plastic glass so people can look out onto the stage and watch what's happening when they're in here. We have a makeup mirror, a stand-up mirror right behind us.
Room.
So it's a little bit of
nice.
everything in here, which everybody needs.
Very classy.
We try.
It's classy, belongs to the elegant kind of trademark what you have.
Yeah.
And I love the carpet. I wanted to ask you, that seems like a new one and belongs to the royal city.
Yeah, it took me a long time to find this one style of carpet. I wanted it to look like the old 40s style when you go in, with the carpet and the round tables, the candles, which we have. So it's, as I said,
how could you know what to match the 40s? I mean, you can't remember that era.
No, I looked at a lot of pictures, I'll tell you, until I found out. The problem is most of the pictures are black and white. I just put the color in.
So this is the main room when the performers, they change or they take a break and...
Yes. We have a change room upstairs and everything else, so they can change a little bit in behind. But this is mostly for getting together and changing it a little bit.
They can do their makeup. They have fridge here.
Everything.
For refreshment.
We try to. We even have a waitress taking care of who's ever back here. So.
Well, let's move to another place.
We're going to take you to a place that no one's seen. You're going to love it.
So I don't know how we ended up here, coming from that elegant, beautiful place. But this is, I love it.
Well, this here, most people don't get down here. This is, what you're looking at on the floor is original dust from the 1800s.
So this is the original, whatever building it was, the original ground?
Ground and building. Back when in 1898, when everything burned down in New West, except a couple of buildings at the end, they just basically grabbed it, push it down like that, and we've had people in here digging, and they find old bottles and all unique stuff. But we're going to use this for our kitchen.
And I would use it as a museum.
Well, we need a bigger kitchen. I mean,
know
1,800 square foot kitchen down here. When we get enough put things together to do it. These are all wood. The only iron we have is back there when they had to, back a couple of years ago, they had to structuralize it. They put metal beams in, but had to cover up with gyprock because metal beams will melt before these wood will burn.
Wow.
And all these floors here are either 2x6 or 2x4 on its end. So this is a very unique place, and not many people get down to here. And people don't realize, even on the other side of that wall, there's Wesley Surplus Store, 3,000 feet. So this is a big building. There's 17,000 square feet in here. And this is the most unique place of it.
This is so far the nicest. Well, I mean, this is so. I don't get into these places so often. You said 1,800 ground. Can I keep this rock?
Oh, you're welcome.
It's mine.
Take it.
That rock is from the 1800s?
Yes.
Yeah, you could just take a rock off the road.
No, no, no. This rock, if it opens its mouth, if he had it, you'd be amazed. I'll want to talk to him.
Okay, so you're coming down. This is all on a bit of a slant, but as you can see, the big wood that holds this all up. This right here you can't see because there's not enough light, but that's the original rock from the outside of the building that was actually on the building, and I redid it. I used some of them, but that's probably 150 pounds, just that. Marble, solid marble. All the old stuff that we did find in here in the ground, we actually gave to the museum. There were some old like bottles and knickknacks and stuff like that.
We did find bottles.
Yeah, they dug a little bit here, but we were worried that we might find Hoffa, so I didn't want to dig too deep.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
The new kitchen is basically going to be built from here over floor. We're going to be putting a dumbwaiter in, the venting system. But right now we're trying to get the rest of the stuff done. Then we're going to be doing the kitchen, and we'll be doing even fabulous more food.
What about the rest of this place?
Well, in behind, the area in behind there, it's Wesley Surplus. It's about 3,000. They rented off of us.
Yeah, I know, but you said only half of this place is going to turn into kitchen.
Oh, the rest is just going to be for storage.
Okay, storage.
Yeah, just storage. And we're going to leave it basically the same, except we've got to build a floor here because it's not too level in here, as you can see.
Okay. Okay, goodbye, beautiful old place. This is the last time I see you this way.
It's amazing.
I love it. My favorite one.
Well, thank you for stopping here because this has been quite the thrill for me.
I love it. You know, I'm very strange. If you gave me a chair, probably I would be sitting here all night sipping on your wonderful red wine.
And with all the ghosts.
Oh, okay, I'd rather go.
So as you can see here, we've got more of the T-shirts that we have. This one here is from Tommy Chong, when he was here. Another one in behind here. There's a whole bunch of different ones. That Canadian guy. And this one here, one of my favorite. Oh, J.J. Walker. Absolutely fabulous gentleman. But we've got to get all this stuff up. We're still working day by day, slowly but surely.
Where are you going to be hanging them?
Mostly up in the comedy club or on the way up the stairs. We've got pictures of all our small comics.
What are you planning to do with this one?
I don't know. Why don't you take it?
Are you serious?
Yeah. It's yours. You're welcome.
Oh my God, thank you so much. Look what I got.
Old Charlie Chaplin.
Who else is going to have this kind of picture? Just me.
You're right.
Where all these ideas of decoration, look at the ceiling, look at like every detail, every accent is coming from you. Said from you. This is all
from me.
I admire people that are skillful and they can do all these jobs, but it has to start somewhere.
The brainy idea, I guess, and lots of pictures looking back to see what I like and could transform it into something like this.
Yeah. Well, I think it's pretty clear what you do for us, for people, for like bringing back the culture that it was almost escaped from people's interest thanks to today technology. People don't have much time, or they make excuse not to have time.
That's right.
To see things like this, and it's really worth. So now, to pay back, what can we do to help the Columbia Theater growing?
Well, they say build it and they will come. We want people to come. And we get people in here and using this facility, we can make it, because it's one of the only private theaters left in Canada. Most of them have been torn down, or they've been done with other places. So it's a unique place, and yes, it is privately owned, so we don't get any funding from anywhere. So we need the people to come. I mean, we're doing so much. We're starting to battle the bands here soon. So a little bit for everything.
Well, for all of you who enjoyed our tour today through the Columbia Theater and really liked my interesting guest, again, thecolumbia.ca, that's the address, and we'll see you there. You still can't leave because you have one very important task.
Yes.
I really would like you to sign my 5th cup. Starting the 5th season, I need your signature on it. Barry really brings, and really does, great job to bring the culture back to our attention. Thecolumbia.ca. And again, my name is Mia, and I will see you again next week. Bye-bye.